Greetings, greetings, greetings. We are live. Hey, disruptors. We are live with my guest, Ming of Lazy Money Circle, and we are going live over on Instagram. All right, Ming, we are live. Thank you so much for being here for
Yes,
coaching
thank you for having me, Selena. How are you?
this. I am wonderful. Y'all, you know how we do on coaching conversations. I love to bring on guests that are coaches so that they can share their message with you. In that, if it might resonate with you, you may find that this is the person that is out there to help you. So we're going to talk with Ming of Lazy Money Circle. Literally, her and I just decided to go live because we were just having a quick conversation. We're in another community called Arlen's All Access. Get with me if you would like to join. I have a link for you, and let them know that I shared with you what's going on over there. Arlen is Arlen Hamilton of Backstage Capital. She is doing a phenomenal thing with teaching entrepreneurs or those that just want to start their business or build their personal brand, how to build their personal brand, create their network and impact. And we are also doing memberships, leveraging membership, creating our own memberships, as well as building out our YouTube. So watch us grow. Ming has already gotten started with her membership. And so we're going to get into all of her tea. Y'all know how we do it. So, Ming, thank you for being here. And the name of your company is Lazy Money Circle. So, what the way that I usually kick these things off is I like to ask, how do you show up in the world?
I show up as a sister friend, like all in my messaging, whether you see me on social or my email list, like all of my girls, I show up as a friend. And when I tell you, I feel like I'm writing love letters every single day when I'm writing them. That's
Yeah.
the favorite part of my entrepreneurship journey, honestly, my email list and nurturing it, because I feel like I'm writing a journal. Feel
Mm.
like I'm writing to my friend, and that's the most favorite part of my day. I'm all about delegation, but I don't even want to ever outsource that part, probably.
Love that.
So
This
I
is
show
good.
up as a friend, a girlfriend, a confidant, sister friend, all of that. That's who I want to be known as.
I love that. And
Yeah.
you will help somebody get their life together. I already know that.
Yes.
I do know that. So, how did all of this beautifulness and sister friend love get started? What got you into this?
Well, I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Never knew what I was good at or what I wanted to do or what held my interest. Like I
Hmm.
was never, when I say never, I mean, I'm 48 now. So I mean, even as an entrepreneur, I wanted to be, even as a teenager, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, but I never knew what.
Yes.
So I never knew what it was, but I just knew I didn't have the personality to work a W-2 until I was a senior. Just because I wanted the freedom and the time flexibility.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't until recently in my 40s where I found my purpose.
Yes.
Yes, so that's where I am now. So it took me a while, but I found entrepreneurship actually like early, like maybe my late 20s, because I'm a landlord by that's my primary income.
Okay.
So I quit my W-2 job in 2018 and became a full-time landlord.
Okay.
So that is my primary income, and now I'm focusing on my membership group.
I love this. So let's talk a little bit. So let's talk a little bit first about your being a landlord. I don't hear many people usually say that because that's like real estate investing, right?
It is, and I call myself the landlady actually.
Oh, love it.
Normally, I say landlady when I'm talking about those products that I sell.
I love that.
Otherwise, yeah.
You got some good names for your products. Um, and so you've been doing that. You said about 14 years.
Yep, a little over 14 years. Yes.
That's wonderful, wonderful. So how did you lean into coaching, and what type of coach are you?
So people always used to ask, or still do ask, like things in regards to money and savings and credit, because they've seen my transformation. Like I used to have poor credit, when I was in college. I got all the credit cards and my credit was bad. And so people like, family and friends, they've seen how I went from bad credit because I was ignorant and didn't know about credit, and I ran it up. And then saw my transformation, how I learned how to get better credit. I started investing. Like I told you, I bought my first house when I was actually 25, but it wasn't until 8 years later, which was 14 years ago, that I bought my investment property. So the initial house I bought, I actually lived there. But anyway, people saw what I was doing from an early age, and they saw I was making moves, I was executing, I was into investing. I was into like real estate when I was 25. 25 was when I bought my first house, but even before that, I was always interested in it. We used to go to sheriff sales and auctions and all of that stuff. So people who watched me grow, they knew that I knew answers to certain stuff, and I love to be a resource. I used to call my girlfriends or my cousins and I say, girl, you better apply for this grant, or you better apply for this loan, or you better do this or do that, or go to the sheriff sale with me, go to the auction with me. So I was always the person that they came for resources, and I loved it. I still do. I love it because I feel like there's so many opportunities in the world. Let's not pass it up. Let's not leave any money on the table. So I love being that resource, but I never knew how to package up me being resourceful. I never knew like how to, scale it, how to monetize it. And so just recently I'm learning about memberships, and so that's when I decided to package it up into a membership. And so now if people need me, I'm always accessible for the whole month, every single month recurring.
Right.
So it just worked out in my favor. And it's just like, this is my calling and this is my purpose. Like I told you earlier, like the first part of my life, I had no clue what I wanted to do. Of course I loved investing and being a landlady and all of that. However, I feel like I sort of mastered that, and I was looking for something else and another stream of income, because, serial entrepreneurs, we just don't stop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you just like, I love learning. I'm so curious.
I love that. And that's one of the secrets to everything, right? How much you learn. Ireland has this saying about becoming money, right? Once you have that knowledge and you can teach others and be a resource. I love that. I see being a resource as being a connector.
Yeah.
I'm very much a connector. I can see how to connect the dots and the big picture and everything. So I love this so much for you. How about, so I am known as the Disrupt Her coach. And I've had to disrupt quite a few things in my life. And I'm curious about what you've had to disrupt in your own life.
Low self-confidence. So like I said, it's just for years, I wasn't at the point where I was vulnerable enough to admit that I am my own avatar. I am my own target market, right? So I am the girl that I love journaling to in my email list. I am the girl, that I'm talking to. So for years, I probably didn't know that, number one. And number two, if I did think about it a little bit, I wasn't ready to be vulnerable to admit it. So, now that I've built a business around it, because I've noticed that is so many more people like me that I didn't even know existed, and at Lazy Money Circle, we are entrepreneurial women, new and inspiring entrepreneurial women. So I help them, figure out their purpose, what they want to do, their avatar, create offers. Like we're all about generating money and doing income producing activities. But what I'm learning is, so it's geared toward women who aren't executing for some kind of reason, baggage. It could be baggage around what I was going through as far as not being confident enough to speak up. And when I say low self-confidence, I don't mean, in general. It was like specifically around maybe speaking in public or imposter syndrome, you know, afraid that I didn't use the right word. I was, you know, it was just craziness. It was just craziness. And now, you know, I don't even, I just love it. Like, I just
Like
love that I have the
because you're in alignment.
Yes. So anyway, in the group, it's women who struggle from the same things, right? They're challenged with those same things.
Yeah.
And also, there are women who aren't afraid to do some of these things. However, they're still not executing. So my purpose and my goal is to get us all to execute and to sell, whether it's online, offline. You know, some people just have baggage, whether they're procrastinators, they could
Yeah.
be perfectionists, or analysis paralysis had the best of them. And I'm like, let's get down to the root. What is causing you from not selling your God-given gifts?
Right. Right. Some people just don't believe that their gifts will make room for them, right? They can't see it, and they need
And it takes
you.
time, because look how
Yes.
like one day I just woke up and I just said, this is the time,
I
you know.
love
But I mean, but years I've been praying about it, you know. So all of these years that I was, you know, wanting to do this, I didn't know how or whatever. I was praying, I was studying, I was getting mentorships. So I was doing a lot of things in the background, but you know, now is the time, you know. And I'm just so happy just to be here to help people to say, like, come out of my own vulnerability and
Yeah.
be on camera saying this out loud, like, hey, I used to be afraid of public speaking, but now,
And literally 30 minutes ago, just talking about it and jumped on this live with me.
exactly, it was a time, and you see how I did that, right? It was a time when I would have it wouldn't have been, I would have had so much anxiety around it. But now it's just like, I honestly feel like the reason, this is what I teach my girls too, the reason my confidence elevated in this department is because I have a purpose. Like, I'm doing this as an example for them. So if I'm telling them about, you know, girl, just do it and let's execute, and you know, let's overcome that imposter syndrome and limiting beliefs and build our confidence, I don't have room in my life anymore to back down, right? Like, I'm called to do this. So I have to speak up. I have to do the things that make me uncomfortable, because it's like a movement. I feel like Lazy Money Circle is a movement. Is, you know, so I'm here to just tell my story and bring people up out their chairs, and we have stuff to do.
I know that's right. We got ish to do.
Yes.
So tell me, why Lazy Money Circle?
Okay, did I tell you yet what it means?
You told me, but let's tell the people.
Okay. Lazy means leveraging ambition, zealously yearning. And so let's break that down. Leveraging ambition, because all the girls I know that are entrepreneurs were so ambitious. I don't know what it is, but almost every single lady I know, we all are good at something, and we all probably attempted to sell, like dipped our foot in the water, but you know, didn't for a certain reason, maybe out of guilt, maybe just don't know, or maybe afraid. Right? So we're ambitious, but we just, you know, need that push sometimes.
Absolutely.
So we're leveraging that ambition, and then we're zealously yearning. I mean, we're just excited about growth and learning and curious about all of that stuff.
I love that. Lazily leveraging ambition, zealously yearning.
Yes.
Love, love, love that. So let's take it to the personal side just a little bit, because we're going to be short and sweet today. She told me she needs to be done by 7:30, so we're going to get it done.
You're going to just call me out like that, huh?
It's a beautiful thing, though. This is how it works, right? When you got time commitments and things like this. This is what you got to do. We still getting it in, and they're gonna get some good information out of us, right?
Yeah.
What are you personally leveraging, ambitious, zealously yearning? Personally, what are the things that you enjoy? What is going on for you personally? Tell the people. What's something, that a book or a resource or a podcast that changed your life?
Okay, well, I have so many, but let me tell you how Profit First, the Profit First book, is called Profit First by Mike McCallowicz. Um, is one of my favorite books. I have so many because I love to read. However, that's near and dear to my heart and forever will be because it specifically teaches entrepreneurs um, about mindset around paying yourself. Because I don't know about you, but in the early part of my landlady journey, I did not pay myself because out of guilt or out of reinvesting buying more buildings all the time, right? So I would just drain myself dry and never pay myself. I said, oh no, I got to go back to the auction and get another house, which is good. I was building a portfolio. I was doing something positive. However, I should have still been putting away like a nest egg, right? So we all deserve a personal savings.
Yes.
Like, so your business should be bringing you money and you should be taking a percentage and put it in your personal savings and not reinvesting that part, even if it's a small part.
Right.
So I follow the Profit First model. I do it. I preach about it. I teach it. And so that's one of my favorite books. And it's a lifestyle and it's a mindset. Yep.
For sure. Lifestyle. Is there another that you'd like to share?
Profit First, and so just so you know, Profit First is kind of like based off of the Richest Man in Babylon, but for business, basically. Another book I would like to share is Russell Brunson's Linchpin.
Really?
Yes. So he has Traffic Secrets also, and what's the other one called? Expert Secrets. But Linchpin is the last one that I read by Russell Brunson, and I like that because it tells you how to position your offers in the marketplace and how you should send them to, like, use a value ladder to send them to the next level. Like, for instance, if you had a membership, you want to have a bigger premium offer to sell people. So you just keep rising up your customer ladder. So,
Absolutely.
basically the whole book is about positioning offers, making offers, how to make them, what to put in the offer, things around that.
I love that. That's awesome. And we all need to make sure we're getting our worth because there's
Yeah.
most entrepreneurs that I meet, they overgive. Like the value is crazy.
Yeah.
And they've got these little low prices.
Yeah. So personally, you asked me about that. So I like to read. And also, I'm due for another vacation. I went to Mexico in March. I try to take at least 2 vacations a year with my husband. So we're planning another one. And I tell you, I had Paris on my mind. I don't know if that's where we're going this year, but I'm creating a lifestyle where I can travel for months at a time and just work from my laptop. Like, that is the lifestyle I'm working so hard for now. So my goal is to create digital products once and pay me forever.
Absolutely.
So when I'm in Paris, somebody could click on my link and buy that course about being a landlady or buy that course about entrepreneurship. And I can still have my laptop and I can teach through Zoom, my class, my membership on Tuesdays.
Absolutely. Now, do you have any of those products available yet? Where can we find
I
you?
do. Yes, I do. So my website is lazymoneycircle.com. And on Instagram, I'm found at Lazy Money Circle. And YouTube I'm called The Lazy Money Show. Each of those platforms is a link tree.
Gotcha.
And so you would just click the membership, if you wanted to join the community or those particular products, you can click on those and it'll give you access to the digital product that you'll have for a lifetime. And also it includes, right now the offer is it's including access to Lazy Money Circle for a whole year. So, for instance, if you were to buy the product, the class, the courses, which come with video content, like an instructional video and PDFs and guides and all of that stuff, right now we're offering that you also get a year's worth of Lazy Money Circle.
Awesome. in a year's worth of Lazy Money Circle. I'm putting this on the scroll so folks can catch it there as well. LazyMoneyCircle.com. That is fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent resource. And let's see, what other questions do I have? Let's see how much time we got. We got about 7 minutes. Let's see if there are any questions out there. Anyone on Instagram have any questions for Ming? And I don't have Facebook up, but Facebook would show. So no questions came through in the system on that. So before we wrap, or well, before two things before we wrap, is there anything you want to share that I have not asked and you still want people to know about?
Let me see. Yes, I am a children's author. I forgot to tell you that, Selena. I wrote 3 children's books.
I love it.
They are about money. The first one is called Noodles Gets Allowance. And that's about, and these are all true stories, all 3 about my childhood in regards to money. So okay. Noodles Gets Allowance is a true story about how my aunt used to give me allowance. So they're small, short books, but they're packed with like a great theme, for small children between the ages of like 3 and 10, depending on their maturity level. So Noodles Gets Allowance is about my aunt, and it teaches you gratitude, and it teaches you how to save your money when you get allowance, like a child.
I have one of my clients loves finding children's books written for women and girls and about business and money. So I can't wait to tell her about
it. Yes, there's also on Amazon Plus. They're sold in my link tree that's on YouTube and Instagram. The second book is called Noodles Goes Thrifting, because my mom is an avid thrift shopper, and so we always go there together, and we have so much fun ever since I was a child. The third book is called Noodles Wants to Be a Landlady, career day at school. So that's about my aunt, who is a landlady, who inspired me to be one. So in the book is about ownership of assets, like teaching a child the importance of ownership of assets.
I love this. And what's the fourth book? Did you say?
No, it's just 3.
3? Yeah. And are they all written by as Ming Hunt as the author?
No, my pen name is Ming Day. My middle name is D like David, AI. So the author would be Ming Day.
Ming Day. I love that, Miss Ming. You are amazeballs. So then I said I had 2 questions. So my last question for you is, I like to ask my guests if they have any questions for me.
I do, Selena. We have to keep in touch. And I want to know, like, what is your avatar? Like, do you, is it an age group or?
It's not an age group. I have 2, actually. I have the woman who has her inner light has been dimmed due to a disruption in her life. And so I help her get her light back, right? Essentially, it feels like you and I have similar women. And that could be grief. It could have any disruption. You get a text message from somebody and it changes your life. It's grief, divorce, marriage, parenthood, anything. I can serve in all those capacities. You're 48, I'm 57.
Okay.
So I realized I had been coaching for free. I probably started empowering folks and helping them, just like you, being a connector, since I was 7. I just knew I came here knowing things, wanted to serve people.
You was teaching the adults.
Exactly. I was. Let me tell you, I was married at 16.
Oh,
and so also I experienced something in my life. I was married for 4 years, and I was married to a narcissist. And in that marriage, what I experienced was becoming disconnected from myself. As that married woman, I did not know her. And I also want to be able to help women in that capacity, right? That they've been through these sort of things and they just don't know who they are anymore. I help them understand their power and divine identity and get back to their true essence. So there's that woman that's in that season. And then once I get her out of that season, then I help her go on to bring her mission and vision to life. So I do empowerment coaching, which is really life coaching, but I'm empowering her. I'm giving her the tools and all of the things that she needs to live a life on her own terms. And then as a business owner, I am helping business owners that are struggling with increasing their revenue so that they could have the financial and time freedom to live a life that they love. And so it is essentially that same woman, but now
Okay,
she's
great.
at her highest capacity. So,
Great.
yeah, I wanted to be able to serve her across the board,
I
right?
love
And
it.
it's
I love
me.
it. Yep.
It's
Yep.
all of it's me.
Yep.
All of the stages. So
Yes.
that's it. So thank you so much for being here, Ming. Everyone, you can catch her at Lazy Money Circle. She's an author, so she's got the children's books. She's also you do business coaching as well.
Yes, that's what Lazy Money Circle is.
It's business coaching, and then
Hmm.
she also has a membership for
Yep.
women to help them with all the things that they need, right?
Yep.
To be themselves and get their confidence intact.
Yes.
Love that.
We teach everything about business startup, how to grow it and scale it, how to start it, grow it, and then scale.
That's awesome. So if Ming is speaking to you all, reach out to my girl. Before we go, I see a couple of folks that had joined us on Instagram. Okay, no questions. So I think we are wonderful here. Well, that is our time. We are right at 7:30, Ming. I got you in and out, girl. Until next time, feel free to come back anytime and we can chop it up and do this thing. You
Yes.
all out there, you disruptors, be good to yourselves. Until next time. See you
Okay.
later.
See you. Bye bye.